Hello, everybody. Good evening. How's everyone doing out there? This is Gray Eagle. I'm a real world A320 pilot, bringing my hobby of flight seaman to all you guys out there. Trying to put a little real world twist on it. Gonna be another casual stream tonight. As, you know, just trying to take a little break from the trying like a real pilot series. So gonna be a little bit casual. We're here. We're gonna be doing some real world American Airlines ops from Charlotte to LaGuardia. We're gonna be online on VetSim, hopping on with XB72. Highly recommend you go on over to the stream. Give him a like, give him a sub. A great streamer, been doing it for ever. So we're here in American Airlines A320 in Charlotte. I got the airplane mostly set up here. Just a few more things we got to do to get everything set up under and on our way. We already have our PDC out of here, so let's go ahead and get to it. If you can already see, I get the IRs already aligning. We'll go ahead and get the recorder ground control on. There it goes. Skip the fire test for now. Everything looks like it's in the normal position. I'll bring these down a little bit. There we go. These lights are extinguished. I get my lights set how I want them to be. You pretty much got the airplane in a receiving configuration. The current altimeter ensure the altimeter is 2985, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. 85, 85, and 85. Gonna do a glancing pass by the FCU. Everything looks like it's in the correct configuration. Back down to the instrument panels. On PFD and FD look like they're in the correct configuration. Standby is aligned. And our ECAMs look good. We got the down through green. Brake fans are off. The date and time look correct. The FO side matches. Come on down here. You can see I've already started the initialization here. Now the radios are kind of already set how I need them to be set. We're going to come on up here. We'll recall. That looks normal. We'll clear that. The terminal should be at 0. Those sleepers are idle. I got just in, fresh today, new detents all the way from the Philippines for my thrust levers. So they're nice and tight, and they got a nice satisfying click on them now. So feels real good. Engine masters 1 and 2 are off. Ignition normal. The rotor trim window is working, and our gravity gear extension is stowed. FO side, repeat the same thing as the captain side. We're gonna get a squawk code. I got the transponder on. We got all in standby. Sweet deal. Let's go ahead and get into setting up our flight plan. We're gonna be American Airlines flight 3318. Our cost index is going to be 60. Looks like we may have a headwind on the way up there today. That's okay. We're going to be cruising at an altitude of 31,000 feet. 310. And the temperature deviation is 12 degrees warmer. So if we do our math, that's going to be 22 degrees. Alrighty. Current temperature outside is 24 degrees. We'll go ahead and plop that in there. Excelente. Let's go over to Init B. This is the B page. We're planning on a zero fuel weight of 123.8. So we'll go 123.8. And I like the swag RCG of 30.5. It's usually somewhere in the ballpark. And our block fuel is going to be 18.0. 18.0. 0 on the reserve. We don't need that. That's already calculated into our flight plan. And speaking of flight plan, let's go ahead and go Charlotte. 18 left. It's going to be the departure runway Barmy 5 Raleigh transition. Excellent. And accordion, we're going to be using 22. So we'll do the ILS at 22. And the Proud 2. That's the Proud 2 arrival. Alrighty. So, Proud. to arrival. It's going to be the Hertz transition.
Let's see.
There we go, Hertz
14,
transition. Go
Echo.
ahead and put that in there. And right, all of that
28
looks
Center,
good. No
Echo 14, Echo.
discontinuities.
5235.
Sweet deal. Alright. Now we can come back to our net page again, go to the wins. We'll request our wins here, go into
American
performance.
1775, thank you for Foxtrot.
Let's
Runway
go
18
to our
left.
flight plan
Taxi via Mike Charlie.
and see what our performance data is going to be. Oh, they even have oh wow, they have a load closeout on here as well. Wow, they just don't have the flaps and step trim on here. Just like a load closeout that we would see on the line um, every day. SimBrief is upping the game. It is literally the exact same thing I would see on the line. This new performance calculator they got is absolutely amazing in SimBrief. Alright, I scrolled down too far there. Let's go back up. Nope, nope, no. Okay, it's below that. Alright. Um, so, so here, I like doing the plus 4,000 here. When it left, there we go. So it looks like we're gonna do flaps 1, our V speed would be 132, 141, 142. Yeah, we can click that. Flex of 46. There we go. And it's gonna be flaps 1, and let's call it down 0.3. So that's the one thing that's missing from their little closeout thing here is what the CG is going to be. They don't say how the airplane's going to be loaded, which is okay. There's no way for them to really know how the Phoenix is going to load it. But they do know what the flaps are going to be. They literally have it with the planned runway when it left, planned outside air temperature 24, planned winds, uh, uh, 1.5, so a 7 knot headwind, the planned QNH, planned runway takeoff weight, planned flaps. So they have everything planned out except the CG. They could actually put that in there in that first line. But if you look at the rest of that closeout, load closeout, oh, it looks just exactly like what we would get. 130. Oh my gosh, I could read this. As if it just came off the printer. All right. Enough gushing over that. Back into the simulator. For the descent phase, we'll do 290 knots in the descent. Next page, please. There. For the secondary flight plan, we'll go ahead and copy the active, and let's do CLT 18. We'll put that in manual, and we'll call that KCLT 18L slant 1.
SkyWest 5235,
What is it here?
contact tower 118.1.
183?
Tower 118.1, SkyWest 5235, thanks.
183 and 25 miles. So we'll do a place bearing distance, store that, and come back to the secondary flight plan and do AC out E18L, plops that over manual, and we will go down here, KCLT, and a destination. We will say we'll come back to, let's call it 18 center. The ILS is out right now, but we'll still put the ILS in there. No star. Rich vias will be jet count. Excellent. Let's go ahead and disconnect. Clear this manual leg here. There we go. And we can clear meshing because we want that. Excellent. So secondary flight plan is set up. Let's see. And And that's the last thing we actually need to do. So let's go over here. I'm going to go ahead and start the APU at this time. Going to go ahead and get this party started. So we'll come over here, tap to import from SimBrief. Yeah, alrighty. We'll change the time to 16:09. We'll change it to 16:30Z. So 6:30 date. And of course, I like to do everything instantaneously. I'll wait for the APU to come up online before we end up loading up everything. There you go. The sound of the APU coming up and online. Got a decent amount of people today in Charlotte. Ooh, what is that? I have no clue what that is. Someone is smoking out the runway out there. Absolutely smoking out the runway. What if that's the leftover rain from today? Because the radar is showing that there's some rain here in Charlotte. I mean, it doesn't look like there's been any rain in Charlotte. The radar shows it, though. If you look on the SimBrief weather profile there. Excellent. APU is up and online. We'll go ahead and take the external power offline. Bring the APU bleed online. For a ground server, we can disconnect the GPU. And massive balance. Go ahead and load our aircraft up. We will do an instantaneous load because that's how I like it. All right. All of that is said and done. We get our load. We get our fuel. We have our baggage. We have our passengers. We'll go ahead and turn the fast seatbelt sign on. All the fuel pumps are gonna come on.
Alpha, I believe.
We will go ahead and check our fuel. All pumps are online. The balance makes sense. Hydraulic quantity checks look good. We got auto landing elevation and 0. And we have enough oil to complete our flight, so that all looks good.
Push on to Mike is approved. Expect runway 18 left. Alright, push on Mike approved. Expect 18 left. American 6.
So, now that all that is done, let's go here and clear out our company message. Where is it? Let's see. Yep. Received messages. So preliminary load sheet, we'll accept that. Return and return. Final load sheet there. We will accept that. And we can start with the before. Start checklist. Before start checklist, recorder ground control is on AML and flight forms on board. Reviewed across 654. Fuel quantity. Fuel quantity, we need 18.0. We have 18.0. Takeoff performance. Yeah, 132, 141, 142 with a flex of 46. Oxygen checked, seatbelt sign on, ECAM checked, park brake is on and checked. MCDU set, altimeters 2985, BDs are off, departure reaching is reviewed. We'll be departing off of the Army 5 departure. The way we'll get out to runway 18 left is going to be Mike Charlie down to the end. It'll be a flaps 1 flex, standard reject considerations. If we do lose an engine, we'll proceed straight ahead up to about 4,000 or 5,000 feet. We'll clean her up, run the cam, and make it a left traffic pattern back around to 18 center. Otherwise, everything goes to plan. 8,000 stop altitude. I get departure frequency set on. Let's set on that side. Where did you go? Oh my gosh, I didn't. I thought I had it. Right. I think the Fenix
Delta
does the
1987,
same thing on
information
both
box launch
sides.
current runway 18 center,
So
taxi via
that is what it
Foxtrot,
is.
Echo
Departure
14,
frequency is going to
Echo.
be
Taxi via
120.5,
Foxtrot, Echo
and we
14,
get our squawk code
Echo 4,
4144. Any
Delta
questions? No
1987.
questions. Alrighty, we are all set for pushback here. Do a manual pushback. Actually, I'll leave you up. Everything is set and ready to go. Excellent. Where are we? Charlieton? Alright, Lexia. The ground American 3318 Charlie 10, ready for push and start.
American 3318, ramp is in control, push and starts at your discretion. Expect runway 18 left, call when ready for taxi.
Ready, we'll expect 18 left, call ready for taxi for American 3318. Alrighty, so, like you said, the ramp is uncontrolled. I don't see anyone else back behind us, so let's get out of here. Brakes are released. We're clear for pushback. Alright, commencing pushback. Whenever he actually gets up and on. Hey, there we go. We are going backwards. Just as soon as our engines are past the service road, we can crank those engines.
On the ground, Delta 2172, ready for push and start, Alpha 5 with Foxtrot.
Delta 2172, ramp is uncontrolled, push and starts at your discretion. Expect runway 18
Hopefully
center,
the air traffic
call when
control
ready
is
for
coming
taxi.
in pretty nicely right now.
Expect 18 center,
Let's
we'll
go ahead
call
and get
Delta
that news
2172.
turning down south, shall we? And we will start the number one engine. Then the YMFC to move that engine start. Brake set clear to disconnect interphone. Clear been clear, disconnecting interphone. Y'all have a great flight. See you. Alright, there it goes. The parking brake is set. That's just, nope, not that one. I want to get rid of it. This is starting to annoy me. Okay. I don't know what happened. I have no clue what happened. I think he got the message though. There we go. We're back inside. I'll bring the volume down a little bit. There we go. Go ahead and clear you out. There you go. Bye. I have a suit. Not the easiest way to do that, but it is what it is. Alright, we get the pin off to our right. waiting for the number 2 engine to get to self-sustaining power. We have the power changeover. The veil light, the gray is extinguished. Excellent. Flaps 1 after start checklist. Alrighty. So we're going to move the flaps out to 1, reset the rudder trim. Engine mode selector is going to go to normal, going to arm the speed brakes. EPU can come offline at this time. I like to bring the landing lights down, but off, and our taxi light on. After start checklist. Engine anti-ice is off, status checked, rudder is 0. The after start checklist is complete. There we go. Let's go ahead and do everything right here. Pull up, pull down, neutral, pull left, pull right, neutral,
Charlotte ground, Delta 2172, ready to taxi.
pull left, pull right,
Delta
neutral.
2172, runway 18 center, taxi via
Let's see, we got 30.4
Echo.
Mac takeoff, 28.3.
Taxi 18
Alright,
center via
we'll
Echo
do that.
14 Echo,
Looking for
Delta
28.
2172.
Yeah, that's about right.
Charlie
Seems good
Ground,
enough for
American
government work.
5624. We're about to push and start. We got an aircraft off to our left lane to taxi. You want us to hold until he gets out, or are we good to just push and start in front of him?
Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and run that before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist, flaps, 1 planned, and 1 indicated. 1 planned, 1 indicated. Takeoff data and speeds are checked. Weight is 141.8.
That company Airbus, or that company 73 is now moving.
Got one. What were we planning on?
Aircraft.
Takeoff weight of 141.4.
And American 1070, remember out of the way.
Step trim
American 627, contact
is 28.4%, 28.3%. Flight controls are checked. ECAM memo takeoff cabin blue before takeoff checklist is to the line. I'll set this up on perf, that up on flight plan. We are ready to taxi. Let's go ahead and see what the latest departure ADA says. Information Foxtrot. Winds are pretty much at its altitude. 285. Alright. Everything looks good.
American 1060, runway 18 left, taxi via Mike Charlie. 18 left, yeah, Mike Charlie, American 1060.
Brakes release. Low ground. American 3318, ready to taxi. Alpha Charlie 10. We have information Foxtrot.
American 3318, thank you for Foxtrot. Runway 18 left, taxi via Mike Charlie.
18 left via Mike Charlie for American 3318. Alrighty, we'll taxi Mike Charlie just like we briefed. I guess I forgot to close the door there. There we go. I don't know if we're going to be giving way to anyone else. On, coming down, Mike? I don't know. We shall see. There's another guy pushing back right there. Looks good. Das ist gut.
American 3318, give way to the company 737, passing right to left.
Give way to a company 737, American 3318. Alright, so we'll give way to that 737 right there. Looks good. We'll file a line right behind him.
2172, monitor tower 118.1.
Over the tower now, Delta 2172.
Grand American 5624, ready for taxi.
American 5624, runway 18 left, taxi via Mike Charlie.
Mike Charlie to 18 left to American 5624.
We'll file line behind the 737. going presumably up to LaGuardia with us. Oh, look, they even get spots down here. Nice. Spot 8 is the correct spot. No, it doesn't have it on this map. Oh well, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Alrighty. Once we make the turn around the corner, we can go below the line. Alright, below the line. Runway and FMS. I see runway 18 left in the box on the screen and out the window. Checked. And then take off fuel. 17.0 required. Get 17.7 on board.
Information.
Flight attendants.
Foxtrot is current.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
American 44.
Notified. Engine mode. Norm. TCAS. TARA. Before takeoff checklist is complete.
Okay, American 4424, Charlotte ground. Runway 18 left, taxi via Mike Charlie.
I'm going to go ahead and switch over now to the tower. 18-1. 2050 is what it is for departure.
Runway heading, 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 1060.
Actually, American 1060, cancel takeoff clearances, runway 18 left, line up away.
Crew, cancel takeoff clearance, line up away, 18 left, American 1060.
Alright, Delta 2172, fly runway heading, runway 18 center, clear for takeoff, caution, wake turbulence, briefly departed, heavy, or super Airbus A380. Clear for takeoff, 18 center, and fly runway heading, Delta 2180, clear to.
Alright, that guy's lining up and waiting. This is always a hard one. Right here when you get to the end of any runway that has like that 90-degree that you can't quite really swing. So you kinda just gotta have to pretend you're going straight ahead.
American 1060, fly runway heading, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Swing it hard.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 1060.
There's a hard turn. All short right here.
Delta 2172, turn right 240, connect departure. Right heading 240 and over to departure, Delta 2132. American 3318, runway 18 left, line up way.
20 left, line up away to American 3318. Alright, I'm gonna let the flight attendants know we are taking the runway. I want those back on. That, we'll do that, and we'll do that. Alright. This new mod for my throttles feels so good. It's nice, it's tight, it's clicky. Love it.
American 1060, turn left heading 140, contact departure. 140, contact departure, American 1060.
Alright, chat. I'll bring the sounds up for this departure.
American 3318, fly, runway heading, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 3318. Alrighty, so we'll go runway heading, which is 183. I don't know why that chose that random heading. It should have synced immediately to our heading, but there we go. So, let me manage that up. There we go, that's why. Alright, runway heading, 18 left, clear for takeoff, 1.05 on the wing. Half deflection on the side stick. Close enough for me. Flex. Press set. Oh my gosh. The defense feels so good with this new mod that I add. I love it. You don't have to worry about it accidentally sliding up the D10. It's working in there. 80 checks. D1. Rotate. Lift the nose jump off the ground. Positive rate. Kira. Feet, we'll select heading. Heading.
American 3318, turn left.
140, which departure, American 3318, rotating. There we go, 140, climb. Climb is set, departure is 12015, that is up. Departure American 3318 is 3000, climbing on the Burmy 5, on a 140 heading. Correct, Dineshi 16,000, American 3318. Alrighty, we got 16,000. We will go direct to Meshi. Direct. Meshi. That looks good. We'll insert that. And flaps up back to the checklist. Flaps up. There's Charlotte. There's the next guy right behind us taking off. Getting a little bit more hand flying in than I usually would. I'm gonna bring the sim sound back on down to a more normal level. There we go. There's downtown Charlotte right there off the wing.
Charlotte departure I believe I was given a 240 heading.
American 4424, shot departure, fly heading 090, and climb and maintain 16,000.
090 up to 16,000, American 4424.
Still hand flying, that's departure. I will select speed to 250 knots. That's because above 10,000 feet, we're going to go 280 knots. That is the speed restriction that Jacksonville Center this is on us there.
33, shot departure, ready contact, channel left heading 110, climb and maintain 16,000.
110, 16,000, American 2933.
American 4424, Clitoric Mumbai, climb and maintain 16,000.
Clitoric Mumbai, climb and maintain 16,000, American 4424.
American 3318, LNS center exposed, radar service terminated, triggers change approved.
Frequency change approved, American 3318. Thanks for the ATC. Have a good night.
American 5624, and she's standby.
We got 122.8. The other center is not online, so we will let her rip once we get above 10,000 feet. There we go. There's the other one. We'll manage. And let's go ahead and turn the autopilot on. There we go. We're through 10,000 feet. I forgot to turn these lights on. That's okay. Boop, boop. And we will ding them out of stereo. Excellent. Head on up. Out of Charlotte. There it is. Way in the background there. Downtown Charlotte. Kind of an interesting day here. It's I got weird different cloud layers all over the place. Don't know if that's what it's like in real life, but from what I've seen with what most YouTubers have said about Active Sky, I've considered Active Sky. Right now I'm gonna hold off on it just because a lot of people have said that the default Microsoft stuff looks just as good, if not even better than what the Active Sky stuff does. So I'm gonna hold off on it for now until you know, at least I get some more positive feedback about Active Sky. The one thing that I will say about Active Sky that I'm kind of leaning towards getting it is that you have a little bit more fine-tuned control over the weather. If you want to do like the weather yourself, like if you wanted to set, you know, bases and visibility at such and such, I think in Active Sky you can do that. Whereas in the default Microsoft Flight Sim, you're really kind of limited on how you can set that weather. So if I wanted to do low visibility approaches, I can't really practice that simply because it's really hard trying to figure out how to make the weather so that your visibility in the bases are going to be X and Y. So I'm thinking that's one of the reasons I would lean towards getting Active Sky. But right now, the default weather, it makes me happy. It does things. I think we're leveling out here at 16. We are. What are we filed for? I already forgot. 31. Let's go all the way up to 31 then. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. We'll do an up and climb up to 31. Sweet deal. Does not know who this is. It is literally just outperforming me. But they're outperforming me, which is okay. We're about to come through the transition level here. Let's check out what the weather is in LaGuardia. Winds are to the south at 9, casting 17, so that's an 8 knot gust. Variable 2110-190. Wow, okay, so the winds are really rocking and rolling down there. 23 degrees, and the altimeter is 29er, 79er. So let's go ahead and go 29er, 79er standard. There we go. I don't think there's going to be any VAP-Sim controllers online tonight. That's okay. We'll do what we do. Small little tailwind going up north tonight. Start on up the en route. Entertainment. A little bit of light jazz for everyone here. Nothing crazy. There we go. I'm gonna take this opportunity since no one is online. Why are my strobe lights off? Oh, I'm trying to get used to having those off when I'm on the ground on VATSIM. Just so you're not texting around flashing people. You never know if someone has their sims up tonight or whatever. So you're not going around flashing people while you're just sitting on the ground. So I gotta learn to keep that in my little flow. Because we, at my carrier, we just keep that in auto. There's no on or off to it. You just keep it on auto. You let it do auto things. And that's good enough for us. You kind of get used to it, especially when you're flying in at night. Because you're kind of looking for the strobes. Like, you can see the person in front of you, especially their strobes at nighttime. But in the Airbus, since they're in auto, as soon as you get weight on wheels, then the strobe lights turn off. So if you're following someone on approach that's an Airbus, and they touch down, it makes it extremely hard to kind of see them from behind. You're like, well, you guys got all of these lights. It'd be super easy to see them. You don't really see those lights when you're, 5 miles behind someone, 4 miles behind someone. You just kind of rely on those strobe lights, and when those strobe lights turn off, they kind of become this black hole on the runway. So I can understand why some carriers don't use the auto function. They want it on or off because when you're on the runway, it can make a huge difference as to whether someone can see you or not. But I like the auto function. It does auto things. You don't have to really think about it, just like most of the airplane, right? Like, you don't have to think about most of the stuff on this airplane because it's all automatic. So, we're on our way up. We're behind whoever this guy is, about a perfect 20 miles in trail, which is absolutely amazing. This guy is still out climbing us. He's 2,200 feet above us. He's just climbing like a rocket ship. You go, you. I'm gonna do my own thing, right? XP finally rolling down the runway. What are you doing over there, Slowpoke? There we go. Hopefully we can get into LaGuardia in time enough to see XP's landing in LaGuardia. Winds are kind of windy, so not expecting the best landing out in LaGuardia. see. Here we are. Reset the drone cam there. Oh. Right. It has to be like B. C? Okay, it's C. It's C that I'm accidentally hitting that's doing that. I figured it out. Alright. I definitely need a controller though. I'm gonna try to take some sort of shot. Let's do like right here. Nope, too close. Alright, let's slow this down just a lot bit. Slow you down to about there. There we go. Let's do that. And shot that, shall we? Here we go. I mean, look at the decaling on this airplane. I mean, you can see the pilots inside. Hello, pilot one. Hello. Oh, you're turning towards me. Don't turn towards me. They're both captains. They both got 4 stripes. Everybody's a captain. Right? Everybody's a captain. Now, from what I've heard, in order to increase performance, yeah, they did. Stop doing that. Alright. They turn the displays off when you're looking from the outside, which makes sense. I don't complain about that, but I'm like, it makes sense because why would you want the displays on? Who is this? DC Center? 33,725. Alright. Hold on. Yep. Alright. $33.75. Here we go, DC Center. $33.72. Boom. There we go.
Sky 5235, contact, atomic approach, 11985, stay up.
11985, Skybus 5235, thanks.
6084, when ready to descend via the Stilbo for arrival, Philly altimeter, 2976.
When ready to descend by the Stilbo for arrival, 2986, Air Shuttle 6084.
Wash, good evening, American 1065 is 60 southwest of Raleigh, 233, climbing tree 50.
American 1065, Washington, good evening.
Hello, Center. American 3318, flight level 300, climbing flight level 310.
American 3318, Washington, good evening, roger.
Alright, there we go. We've checked in with Washington Center. Alright. Go back outside, mess with the drone cam a little bit. I mean, just alright. So let's take a look at this. Look at how detailed things are here. Like I could literally get this. There's no blurring. There's no blurring of anything. Look at that. You can clearly see each of the decals. It is insane how crisp everything is. Decaling here for the static ports and the avionics. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Alright, here we go. This is This is where things start falling apart, right? The avionics equipment vent, low quality. You can do it higher than that.
Southwest altimeter at Raleigh is the Raleigh altimeter 2986.
The one thing that I find impressive, hopefully it shows up, because I'm in 4K so I can see literally every dot that's on the tail. So the tail is pretty much one large sticker, at least the first part is, because there's no way a painter is painting all those little hexagons. That's pretty much a decal that they stick onto the tail there. Look at that detail. For them to have gotten the dots just the right way that it would be on the actual airplane. Impressive. Looks kind of odd when you're at a distance because the computer is trying to render out all those little dots. It kind of like just really merges things together. But when you're up close, it looks fantastic. Same with the little logo here. Oh, I hit C again. I gotta stop doing that. The little logo for the front part of the airplane. It's all little dots. That's all it is. It's all little dots right there. Looks weird when you're far away because it's still trying to show you all the little dots, but when you're up close, it looks actually. Let's check the flag. Did he get the flag right? Oh, look at there. Bing. That is an American flag right there. Looks good.
Okay, we'll suspend you at the Cat 3 arrival when ready for Delta point of consent.
Alright. Back into the regular view we go. That's enough of that.
Super 57 Delta, when ready to send via the cab
Alright.
Washington Miami.
I'm gonna leave it right just here for a minute or two. I'm gonna step out, refresh my drink. I will be back in just a second.
Cat 64, good evening with you for level 240, climbing for level 370.
American 64, Washington, hello, climb maintain 370.
What's going on, maintain for level 370, Cat 64.
India is under Southwest 666 back with you. Yeah, we don't have picking up anything for Raleigh ground. Okay, he should be online. Tried Raleigh approach 124.9. Contact Raleigh approach 124.95. See if he'll pick up. Okay, 124.9 or 5. Southwest 666. We'll see. American 694. American 1694. Atlanta Alpha Bravo 7 terminate. Change 560 approved.
Just departure for American 694. Good night.
Washington, good day, Marine Corps 0411 1000, climbing 12000, direct aim high. Marine Corps 041, Washington, hello, climb, maintain, flight level 290. Climb level 290, Marine 041. Washington Center, good evening, American 1537, 14,500, climbing, flight level 210. Sir, who's calling, sir? American 1537 is 15,000 climbing flight level 210. American 1537, Washington, hello, can I maintain level 320? Up to 320, American 1537.
Center, JetBlue 67.
JetBlue 67, go ahead.
Hey, I might have to request a diversion over to, I don't know, I guess maybe Washington. I have an engine 1 generator failure right now. I'm just trying to work it out right now.
JetBlue 67, Roger, give me a 5.
Ooh. Someone's got a generator failure going on.
And good evening, DC Center. American 2806, we are 16,04310.
American 2806, Washington, good evening, Roger.
XP.
And Washington Center, hello, American 178, we're at level 220, going down to 12,000 on the Clipper 3.
Sorry, what's going on,
American 178.
Washington, American 1421, crossing 972 1902, Dia. American 178, Washington, Roger. D77 yeah, they all logged off, so we're gonna have to stay with you.
Alright, DC Center, JetBlue 67. Yeah, we'll go ahead and declare an emergency just as a precaution. We have an engine 1 generator fault.
JetBlue 67, Roger. Stand by, we're doing a controller switch.
Alright, sounds good. Let me know. I'll be requesting to go to DC.
Washington Center, 1016, level 350.
Let's see. Delta 1016, Washington, Roger.
And Washington Center, Southwest 666, Raleigh, let's pick up everything. Service LaGuardia as filed.
Raleigh approach should still be on. Don't know why he said it was closing.
Yeah, no, nobody's on. We're not getting anybody on any frequencies, and they're not even displaying on our module, so we're going to have to stick with you.
I don't actually see underground at Raleigh. Just confirm you're not connected as an observer.
Yep, no, we confirmed all that. Yeah, nobody's online for Raleigh.
Because we're seeing everybody that is online at Raleigh, and it's weird. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm only seeing Boston Center, DC Center, 2 DC Centers, a Jacksonville, and a Montreal.
And Washington Center, Sam 86, we're back.
Sam 86 Special Air Mission.
Over to advisory, Sam 86. See you.
Good evening, Washington Center. Bellow 447.
Alright. Let's come back up to the flight deck for a quick moment.
Bellow 447, Washington, good evening, Roger.
Sorry about that. Check on everything. See the progress of our flight. I'll zoom us out a little bit there. There we go. We're getting decent waist our top of descent. Hertz is there. And Hertz starts their arrival. Since Hertz is within 80 miles, let's go ahead and just start looking at the arrival here. We're gonna go ahead and try to do our backwards Z double D. I'm gonna clear this company message out though.
Blue 687, if you want to, you can
No
return
ADC required. It's always like that. Alright. Go back on flight plan. Alright. So now we're gonna go ahead and do our route verification or arrival verification here.
Washington Center, good evening, JetBlue 2055. I think we might have lost approach. I'm at 5,000 on the Suki 5.
So, we're zoomed in, we got gears. So Hertz starts the arrival. We're gonna go from Hertz to Grok. Grok, we're gonna go to Hydra. Petra will go to Prince's. Princess will go to Ridgie at flight level 270. Ridgie will go to Smyrna at or above flight level 240. From Smyrna, we go direct to Skippy. Skippy's between flight level 190 and 220. Then we're going to go to Bessie at or above 17,000. Edger is between 13 and 17,000. Davies is at above 13,000.
370 for 2055. Okay, 370 for.
Oh my gosh, why? What just happened? What the heck? Why is V-Pilot suddenly being ridiculous to my ears? There we go. I'll turn it back on. Oh my gosh. I literally may have lost my hearing on that one. Alright. Davies at above 13,000, that checks. Holy. And then we got Brand 11,000 at or above 11,000. Then we get Corey at 10,000 feet. No speed restrictions. Then we got what is that? Deputy Tykes, Mink, Jersey, Renew, Apple, Proud, and then from there we'll get radar vectors out to
Delta 1022, 9,000 to 12,000.
Yeoman. Yeoman is going to be at or above 3,000 feet. And from there it's going to be about 5 miles and a 30-degree glide slope to Greco. That's at or above 1,900 feet. It's going to be 6 miles and a 30-degree glide slope to the runway. So that all checks. The missed approach up here in the missed approach section is going to be a climb to 3,000 outbound on the LaGuardia 225 radial to 11 DME to Proud. And we'll continue our hold on the Proud. So that all checks out. So there's our backwards Z. That's the beginning of our backwards Z there. Rad nav. Yep. URD. That's the correct identifier. 30-degree glide slope. Front course is 225. Close enough for government work. The chart says 224. Close enough for government work. We'll leave the auto tune function to auto tune. Progress page. We want KCLT-KLGA runway 22. We'll go ahead and put that in there. GPS is primary, accuracy high with a estimated of 0.03. That looks good. Performance approach page. Go ahead and see the weather. So the winds are 170 at 11. Oh, they're starting to come down, it seems like. 170 at 11. The temperature is 22 degrees. And the QNH is 2978. 2978. I'll put that there once. I'll move that. 2978. 2978. And 2978. There we go. All of that's set. And the bottom side is going to be 212. Put that in the barrel field. Is nope. Auto brakes. We go auto brakes medium because it is a LaGuardia. Flaps full, auto brakes medium, and we need to see what our landing assessment says. I'm gonna do one here, and then I'm gonna do one in the SimBrief landing tool, just to see how close they are. So we're in LaGuardia, runway 22. I can expect it to be dry. So the RCAM is 6.
Hey, Center, JetBlue 67, can I start
Let's
descending
refresh the
over to
METAR, apply the METAR. Landing weight. I like to be on the heavy side, so 136.8 or 136. It can be more of what?
That was 235 and already cleared. I'll be lowering 100.
I mean, what you can. No. So what you can do is say, all right. You look down here. You say, okay, we're expecting to land with 10.5 in the tanks. That's about another 2,300. 2,300 pounds less. So it'll be 134.3. Doesn't make any sense. 134.3. So we can probably reliably say 134.3 is going to. Alright, gonna be that. We're gonna go auto brake, medium, idle reverse, no reverse, or we're gonna go max reverse. You see how changing reverse really doesn't change your distance here? It's going to be a manual landing, flaps full, auto thrust on. So, 4,770 feet of runway. Let's go over to SimBrief and see what their performance tool says. So I'm going to select A320. We're in Phoenix with the IAE. We're going to be going to LaGuardia. Runway 22, we're not going to shorten it. Length is in feet, weight is in pounds. Excellent. I say we're going to be 134, 134 point. Three? Seriously? You're not going to give me the point? Well, in that case, I'll run you up to. Why are you not going 134? 300. How about that? That's kind of interesting. Flap setting. It's interesting that they got 1, 2, and 4. Oh, that's takeoff performance. I am not winning right now. Okay, let's go down to the landing performance and do it all over again, shall we? So, airframe 320 with IE and LaGuardia 22. Not gonna shorten pounds, weight. We said 134, 300. That's full. Brakes optimum. We'll do medium. Reverse for credit, yes. VRF added +5, and we get the winds, temps, all that stuff. So So we'll go ahead and calculate that out, and when it's all said and done, it's getting a factor landing distance of 5,403. Distance available 7,001. The actual landing distance, if we let the auto brake, so the actual landing distance is if we landed right on the beginning of the touchdown zone markers, the big white bars, and we let the auto brakes do all the work, all the way to a stop, it's gonna be 4,094 feet. Factor landing distance, if that is that budge factor, that 15% budge factor there, we're gonna need 5,403 feet, and we have 7,001 feet available, so we have plenty of runway available. It even says landing limits. Sufficient runway? Yes. And then it tells us what our max landing weight is, yada yada yada. So 142, 198. Excellent. Even though there's different max landing weight mods on the Airbus. There's lots of mods that the Airbus can have. It even has the gradient, a plus 0.13% gradient. Very nice. So I'm assuming this takes into account the headwind. We usually will happen. Nope. So we'll go. So if it's any type of headwind, we're not going to calculate that out. And here's why. That's the worst scenario, right? The winds die down to calm, and you factored your landing distance for a headwind. Now it's suddenly going to change, and it's going to be more. So the actual landing distance with no headwind is 4,301 feet, and our factory landing distance is 5,641 feet. So if we look over, so that is the sim brief landing performance. If we look at what Phoenix is doing, they have us at 4,770 feet, so about a 400 plus, just over 400 feet difference there, and then the fudge factor is 5486, so another 200 something feet there. So we're really close to within a few hundred feet. Now that few hundred feet can make a huge difference. Which one would you take? Would you take the one that Phoenix calculated out as 5486? What if you had a 6,000 foot runway? Would you want that number? Or would you want the one that Simbrief came up with, a 5641? You see how now that makes a much bigger difference? If you have a 5,600 foot runway, 5486, yeah, you can do it. You're legal, you can do it. It's got the 15% fudge factor in there and all that. But then you come over to Simbrief, much more conservative number of 5641. Now you have negative runway. So I would tend to go with whatever is more conservative. Use that number. So 5641, that's the more conservative number one. And that's what we'll use. All of that, and we are now on the arrival into LaGuardia. Oh, ew. This not look good out there.
News 270, American 1431.
And Delta 5048, join me to advisory. Break, American 627, can approach 119.85, sorry about the delay.
So,
1985, American 627.
well, I got a second here. We're chilling out in cruise.
Richmond, ready to pick up by clearance to LaGuardia as well. Calling Richmond, approach 119.85.
And just wanted to remind everyone,
We'll contact,
got my Train Like a Real Pilot series
Delta 1548 on advisory, good night. Have a good one, bye.
that I've been working on.
57 on approach 119.85.
I do have a second set of videos that that I'll be working on here shortly to try to get those out and published to you. Everything's kind of on a schedule. Every other day something's coming out. So like, share, subscribe so you can see how we train like how we're a pilot training simulator. I'm actually thinking one of the videos I might end up using FSI panel, which is kind of like instead of maintain flight level 230, American 3318. So we got 23023. That's it. We'll manage that. Seriously, just manage it. Manage it up. There's okay. Yeah, well, no, there's no new cruise altitude. We're in the descent phase at that point. What are you doing? Okay, well, I don't know what you're doing. You shouldn't do that, but it is what it is. We're in descent phase now.
November 6147 Hotel can approach 119.85.
98547 Hotel.
Washington Center, hello, JetBlue 2934, flight level 350. JetBlue 2934, Washington Center, roger.
So,
Washington American 1781 is over with the
with my train like a professional series or train like a real pilot series. Look at that, doing a at least one of the scenarios where I just use FSI panel. See how that works. The FSA panel. The only thing about that is I think you gotta use real time weather, and everything's a crosswind and terrible visibility and ceilings when you're in the sim. So you don't always get to use real weather when it comes to that. But I'll mess around and see, because that will definitely be a much better rate. I gotta come here. We're in the clouds, so I gotta turn these on, and engine anti-ice is on because we meet the criteria for icing conditions. So we'll see if FSI panel is gonna be like a quick snap and reset. Maybe it is, maybe it won't. I don't know. Um, but it's something I'm toying with in the back of my mind. I still have like about I still have several videos left in the current section that I need to upload, but I gotta record, edit, and prep for upload about 4 or 5 more videos. And that will be that. It's gonna be pretty much all the maneuvers we do, minus a few, some of them that you just can't replicate in the sim, simply because there's no button to replicate it. Kind of like how in the very first video where we're doing the wake turbulence, there's no wake turbulence button, so I had to fake it. So same thing with some other stuff. So I just won't even bother trying to go over those scenarios. He's pointing out preset to someone. Got one guy in front of me.
JetBlue 1531, contact Cleveland Center 121.87.
So, let's see. Richie is supposed to be at flight level 270. We're going to be well below that because he's got us descending down to 230, which is perfectly okay. We are like now definitely in the soup. I mean, we're in the soup, but it's not the best weather out right now. Like, the visibility is highly restricted. Ready, descend via the Pro 2 arrival, American 3318. Ready, we'll descend via, we got flight level, nope, not flight level, we got 10,000, that's the bottom altitude. I'll go ahead and manage that up. And that was the perfect timing, because now we're going to level off here at flight level 270. While we wait on that to come in, I got the ILS right here. We'll go ahead and bring our ILS push buttons up. Cross-reference our frequency 110.5 and 110.5. So that's all correct. We are set and ready to go. The arrival has been reviewed. Regia flight level 270, so that checks.
Super 75 Delta, con approach 119.85, starboard to KL.
Alright, we'll get we'll switch 119.85, yep.
See you.
Washington Center, so I was 1015, flight level 312.
South of 1015, Washington Center to 70, Freedom 6 arrival, Washington South, Washington altimeter 2971.
Down here, Freedom 6,
United 109, 9,000 feet descending on the Hyper 9 for Dulles.
United 109, con approach 119.85, 1985.
1985, United 109, thanks.
JetBlue 2055, Condo Washington Center.
There we go. I can hear the engine spooling down. We must be over Richie. About to start our descent down.
JetBlue 2055, Washington Center. JetBlue 2055.
JetBlue. Don't go Nordo.
JetBlue 2055 2055. American 1421, kind of Boston Center 134.7.
1347 American 1421, see ya.
Sorry about that, center for JetBlue 2055. Didn't hear you there.
Center American 2933 back, let's go.
Washington Center, JetBlue 1973, 5000.
JetBlue 1973 to Washington Center, climbing temp level 370.
Climbing temp level 370, JetBlue 1973.
JetBlue 1973, climbing temp level 370.
270, JetBlue 1973.
370.
Hopefully all is good, all is good out there. You can kind of see, look at that nasty little whatever that is out there.
230
That looks nasty.
Americans 1065, same Mach number.
American 1065, Mach 79.
Americans 1065, do not exceed Mach 0.77.
Say that about 77, American 1065.
It's interesting. That guy's mic sounded almost just like you do in the real world. Sometimes you randomly hear like the guy who has a terrible haircut, and you just hear this humming in the background. Now, woo.
American 1421, still with me.
Oof. Just looks terrible. What are we actually flying through? Let me get rid of this. Can I put the weather up? Yeah, I can put the weather up, can't I? Oh, yeah, we're about to cross right through a line of weather here. I mean...
33, transition, maintain 25, they're not alert, please.
250, revised in the transition, American 2933.
American 3318, stay there, please.
Make it 3318, doing 290 knots of the descent.
Roger. American 2933, correction, transition, maintain 28, they're not alert.
280, thank you.
So what we see out here right in front of us, this is what we're about to fly through. In real life you never do it, but in flight sim there's no radar, so you can't tell what's in front of you. I can turn it on to system 1, turn the gain to calibration, tilt to, I mean, 0, which is auto. I don't know why that's +1, but that is what it is. Nothing. You're not gonna get anything. You'll never get nothing. So that is what it is. Hopefully we don't get rocked too bad as we go through it.
Hold approach for 119.85. Good.
Seabird 75 Delta, you still with me? American 33, can you see airspeed?
We're still doing 290 knots for American 3318.
Roger, it looks like you have like a 70 knot overtake on the trend behind you for some reason. Trend behind you has it. American 2933, say airspeed.
American 2932, we're going down to 280. We're at 305 right now.
American 2933, 25 on our left, please.
Okay, 250.
November 473, Mike Hotel, contact Boston Center 134.7, good night.
Connect Boston Center 134.7, November 473, Mike Hotel.
Bello 447, Atlanta turn south line, monitor right for connect. American 628, descend me to prop 2 arrival via LaGuardia, altimeter 2978.
Alright, 78 to 70 the crowd 2 for American 650.
American 1065, descend me to prop 2 arrival LaGuardia, altimeter 2978, in transition maintain 280 on our left.
2978 to 70 the crowd and 280 left transition American 1065.
American 2143, across news and maintain level 270.
That was American 2143. We never got a handoff to center from departure, so we just switched over. Can you repeat that call for us?
American 2143, sorry about that, for the shoe to my data frequency. Descend maintain level 270.
Descend maintain level 270, American 2143.
American 1060, new approach to south line, monitor right for connect. American 2806 ARC, correction, same Mach number.
American 2006, we're currently doing Mach 0.78.
Thank you. American 1064, same Mach number.
We're calling on Mach 0.78 for American 1064.
American 79, correction, 1064, maintain Mach 0.79 or greater, please.
Roger, maintain Mach 0.79 or greater for American 1064.
American 2806 does not exceed Mach 0.78.
278, 2806.
Washington Center, Jeffrey 1973, requesting please talk sit for about a minute.
1973, 5 minutes is approved.
Alright, approved. Thank you, Jeffrey 1973.
Ooh, I'm sitting here missing the transition. 29er 78. We get that back on. We are now outside of icing conditions. We'll double check our status. And we can do a decent checklist. Altimeters is 2978. Auto brake. Low, sorry, medium. Different approach page. Set. Arrival briefing. It's reviewed. Route to arrival. And we'll do the visual approach and back it up with the ILS to runway 22. Status is checked. So check this is complete. Pretty sure I checked it, but we'll check it one more time. Never hurts. There we go. Coming in on the arrival, like I said, there's no speed restrictions or requirements, so we'll descend via we'll descend at 290 knots. That's perfectly fine.
Altimeter 78, and we'll descend via the prompt to arrival 310 knots for American 1064.
34.7, American 2143.
Descent, we had a captain arrival left south Washington on center 2971. Alright, descent, see the captain landing south on 2971, depth 29. American 3318, approach us offline on our advised phase of plane.
You're breaking up there. What's that for American 3318?
American 3318, firm on our advised phase of left satellite one on behind.
Okay, monitor advisory frequency for American 3318. Thanks.
American 2933, approach us offline on our advised phase of 927 and half.
No, we'll pick it back up a little bit. Nothing says we had to slow down. Let's bring it back up to 290 knots. There's someone about 10 miles in front of us, which is no biggie there. We just get across Corey at 10,000. We'll go ahead and prep the flight attendants. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. There we go. There we got 11 for 10. Go ahead and get our lights on. Ding the flight attendants. I like to get all the lights on. How about that? Alright, we made it out to the other side there. Once we get the proud, we'll pretty much vector ourselves, I guess. Since we have no ATC online. So it is going to be a free-for-all.
Washington Center, American 8388 with you, 340.
go ahead and get the inter-flight entertainment music turned on down. There we go. Gonna go ahead and get the recording started. Now we are recording. Let's see, am I eating this guy's lunch? Oh, hard to tell. Below. He's about 5-6 miles ahead of me. Yep. Time for me to slow down to 250. Well, I don't want to slow down to 250 knots, but I think I should slow down to 250 knots. Because I am starting to catch up to this guy. Make a traffic report over Minx. I did switch, yep, 1 to 2.8. So, LaGuardia area traffic, American 3318 over Minx on the proud to arrival for runway 22, LaGuardia traffic. Hopefully he heard that, he could pick that up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and slow it down to 250 knots. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit of spacing between me and him. And then we'll probably end up following pretty much whatever he does down to the runway there. Okay, looks like he may have victored himself off to the north there. He's 2.5 miles in front. I don't know where this guy's going, but it's kind of hard to tell. 122. Oh, you know what? Let me check the CTAF, not CTAF. I forgot that's a thing. Sorry, nope, wrong one. 18.7. That's what it is. That's the frequency I need to be on. 18.7. I'll make a left turn here. Try to fall in line behind him. Slow it up as well. Call it 230 knots. I don't know how fast this guy's going, but that's what I'm doing.
And LaGuardia traffic, American 1064, 10,000 via the proud to arrival, LaGuardia traffic.
Hey, LaGuardia, American 628, 7,030 to the south. LaGuardia, planning left down runway 22, LaGuardia.
LaGuardia traffic, American 3318 is about 5 miles to the south of LaGuardia. We'll be making a right traffic pattern for runway 22 LaGuardia traffic. Alright, so I had the wrong frequency in that Unicom. I need to go to CTAF. I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to try to follow him, but not too closely.
LaGuardia traffic, American 1060, directly west of airport, 3,000 bucks.
What speed are you going there, guy, directly west of the airport?
We're going 230 right now. We're going to slow down pretty soon here.
Alright, I'm going to bring my speed back to 210 knots for American 3318.
Roger. Sorry about it. Didn't see you good enough.
Are you good? I'm hanging out at 10,000 feet trying to give you some space.
Oh, then you're definitely good.
Alright, we'll go ahead and go down through 5,000 feet. Everything's on. I think I don't know if I did that, but we're going to go ahead and do it
I'm
now.
going to slow down early because I'm at 2400 right now on the first waypoint. I can make the approach pretty soon here so we can turn in.
Let's go flaps 1, speed verify, flaps 1.
American 3318, you gonna make your base turn there, your final turn?
Ooh. I'm a little high. I was trying to give the guy in front of me some space there. Is he making his base right just outside of Greco?
So, we're gonna go around Froggy. If you want, we can wait for you, or we can go right behind you, whatever you want.
I'll probably extend out a little bit to go outside of Yeoman there.
Okay, roger.
Froggy? Where in the world is Froggy? I have no clue.
At 1060, we're at shifting full closure right now. We're on about a 6-mile front.
Already traffic 2755 Gulfstream about 10 miles northeast. We're going to signal behind the American for the visual 123 for LaGuardia.
Alright, things are gonna get spicy as we're trying to vector ourselves into the approach here. No ATC online, everybody kind of self-vectoring. As I come on down, I'm gonna try to vector myself to be just outside of Yeoman here.
Clear traffic American 2933, making our base turn for 22 Liberty.
Yeah, the coordinate traffic American 1060, 5 miles final runway 22, we'll call rally ground. Coordinate American 60.
We're here at
5,000,
5,000.
5 miles southeast, heading left down 22, coordinate.
Slow down. So,
And the
idiot,
traffic
that's
American 1064, 10,000 is sending down to 5,000 for prompt to arrival with located traffic.
oops, nope, that's not what I want. So we got another guy. The guy right behind us is just now turning his base leg, so that's good.
55 Gulfstream, 12 mile final 22, LaGuardia.
We'll get the speed brake stood back in. Thank you, airplane, for reminding me about that. Trying to become air traffic controller slash everything all at once makes it kind of hard. LaGuardia traffic, American 3318 is about 18 miles north of the field. We'll be making a right-hand base turn. Runway 22, LaGuardia traffic. Alrighty. So, we'll go ahead and make a turn to 130. Speed's perfect. I'm gonna slow up to 180 knots as well.
Roger.
So excellent. We'll go ahead and go open descent. Flaps 2, speed verified. There we go. Bring it back around to arc mode. There he is. I got a solid 10 miles on him ish. I'm gonna bring the heading around to 140. Alrighty. Should be good, should be good, should be good. In fact, at this time,
American 1064, making our way down to 3,000 to the ILS 22 for the Guardian.
alrighty. We're 4 for 3.
LaGuardia, Gulfstream,
Looking good.
6 miles on the visual 22, LaGuardia.
We have all the spacings in the world. Yeoman's out there. In fact, you know what? Let's go heading of 190 to intercept the localizer at this time. There we go. 190 to intercept the localizer. LaGuardia traffic, American 3318, and it's about 19.7 miles north of the field on a 190 heading to intercept the runway 22 localizer. LaGuardia traffic.
LaGuardia traffic, American 1060, with runway 22, just everyone landing, there's a 13-knot crosswind, so be careful.
Oh, it's a spicy.
LaGuardia, Gulfstream, short final 22, gear down. LaGuardia. Just don't tell XP about it.
Alright. A little busy here right now. Everyone's kind of hopped on the XP. I was hoping that some air traffic controllers would be online, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and arm the approach now since we're at 3,000 feet. That should be perfectly fine. All the lights are on. We're shaking. We're baking. We got auto brakes medium. Looking for the runway. Kinda not the best visibility out for it, but it is what it is. Still looks very nice outside right now as we intercept the localizer.
Final approach, please.
Nice, look at there. Look at there.
For the traffic, American 1065 is in the downwind here for runway 22.
I think that airport right behind us is White Plains. I think. No, don't quote me on that. I think that's White Plains up there. What are your traffic? American 3318 is established on the final approach course for runway 22, 14 mile final. LaGuardia traffic.
LaGuardia, Tacoma, correction, Gulfstream is clear
I think that's the airport somewhere out there. Well, it seems like we're crossing runway and then runway 22. I mean, it's kind of really hard to say. We'll see once we get closer because it doesn't look right. But it is what it is. Did I activate and confirm? Nope. I didn't, but the airplane did it for me, so that's good. So we get the localizer capture. Glide slope is alive. I definitely have the glide slope is coming in. I definitely have the approach lights in sight now, so that's definitely good. You can see the approach lights up. So replay is running. You know what I forgot to do this entire time was put the Fly Live studio up. Oh my gosh. Chat, every stream is something. Every stream is something. Alright, let's go here. Let's refresh. Oh my gosh, chat. Kill me now, chat. Don't actually, but oh my gosh. Every time I end up messing something up. Oh well, I'll get used to it one of these days. So the glide slope is captured. We can set the missed approach altitude 3,000 feet. That's set.
Following traffic, LaGuardia.
LaGuardia traffic. American 3318 is a 9-mile final for runway 22. LaGuardia traffic.
Traffic, American 2933, vacated 22.
Alright, 2933 is on the ground. I think it really is just us. I did not cycle any of our points after we cross, so we can go clear, clear, and clear the discon. And clear that. Insert that. And let's go ahead and do that. We get 2,500. And here in a second, LaGuardia traffic, American 3318 over Greco, runway 22, LaGuardia traffic. Alright, let's go ahead and bring that down. Gear down, dropping the anchor. Go ahead and arm the flapper, or arm the spoilers. Speed brakes. Fenix minus 10, flaps 3, speed verified. Fenix minus 10. Full speed verified. Before landing checklist altimeters is 2978 and 1540. Auto engine mode, norm, landing gear is down 3 green, ECAM memo, landing no blue before landing checklist is complete. I have the runway in sight, we are continuing. We got a pretty stiff headwind, ground speed mini is doing ground speed mini things, adding to our ground speed there. LaGuardia traffic, American 3318, 3-mile final, runway 22, LaGuardia traffic. Alright, this is going to be our last call. To the traffic pattern there. Everything is all set up. Get our last few shots. Manhattan. Well, can't really see much going on out there. Looks like some cemeteries out there. Little golf course as well out there.
Quarter traffic, American 6, running 22, LaGuardia.
Clear traffic, American 1065,
Alrighty. I got the airport in sight. I don't really have the Vassies. Is someone on the freaking runway? On runway 4? I am not too sure. I can't see them. Alrighty. I can't see the Vassies, but the autopilot is now off. It's my aircraft. It is a little bit gusting. We're gonna keep her coming down. Alright, this looks good. Good sight picture. Bring her to a close. Begin the flare just a little bit, and hold it right there. Good job. Little floaty. We're both down. Deployed.
Traffic, American 628, 2.5,
80. 60. Alright, auto brakes are off. We're gonna go ahead and try to make this turn off right here. Excellent. This is Bravo, it seems like. So, LaGuardia traffic, American 3318, clear of runway 22 on Yankee, taxiing back to the ramp on Bravo, Echo, and Alpha. LaGuardia traffic. Last call. There we go. We'll take Bravo Echo Alpha, just like I said. We're clear of the runway.
Traffic, you got American Airlines 1065, 4 mile final 22 LaGuardia.
Flaps up. Turn T standby. Let's see. We can disarm the spoilers. Turn that off. Radar, even though it doesn't work. Turn that off.
LaGuardia traffic, Southwest 1984 on the right down
And
over the Hudson for runway 22, LaGuardia.
Apparently LaGuardia ground is on. Alright. What? They want us on 121.7? Alright. Well, LaGuardia ground, American 3318 is on Bravo.
American 3318, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Bravo Echo Alpha, American 3318. You have a great night. Alright, so just like we said, Bravo, Echo, and Alpha. Echo is this taxiway we're about to come up. Right? Just chill. As we approach it, I will go ahead and get that turned off. Let's go to side view, since I like looking from the outside there. This is a freeware airport. Don't hate on the freeware airport. It actually is pretty solid for a freeware airport. Pretty solid. It looks almost just like what you'd see there. Is it exact? No, but it's darn close, and it's free 99, which is best. You can get the MK Studios, which is probably hands over fits better. I'll take the free 99 one, thank you. Now we'll come here, we'll park on the back side of the alley. I like parking near the bridge because, hey, you get the bridge in the background. And we'll wait for XP. Come in. There's MD-80 here. let's go around that gate. What gate that is? 16, 15? Probably 15, maybe? Alrighty. Let us not forget to turn on the APU. Okay, I forgot to do that last time. So 1, 2, 3, there we go. I'll go ahead and get that started. Yep, let's go to gate 15. Actually, let's go to gate 14. I don't know if this guy behind me. Nope, he's not coming. Alright, we'll go to gate 15. We be in gate 15. Can hear that APU just now coming up and online. Perfect timing, chat. I literally just get assigned a trip for tomorrow. Walking in right on time. Let's go ahead and go inside. Parking brake is set. Seatbelt sign can come off. APU is online. Engine 2 can come off. Engine 1 can come off. We be in, and we can turn our fuel pumps off here. And lastly, the beacon light can come off. We're going to make sure all of our fluid levels are good. We have oil. We have hydraulic. With the status, nothing abnormal there. And we have oxygen, so that's all good. And now let's go ahead and do a shutdown checklist. Shutdown checklist, park brake. Unchecked, engine masters off, engine mode norms, speed brake disarm, radar off, windshield off, fuel pumps off. Slides for disarm, the APU is on. The shutdown checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and begin the boarding. Go outside and see if we can see XP. Get his landing in. Let's go ahead and we can stop the recording there. We be in. Go outside. Let's see. Here comes all the Americans. All the Americans coming in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at there. Get my camera turned down super low. Oh wow, super late sign on tomorrow. Well, that is not a trip I thought that was sitting in open time. Alright. Well, let's see what it is. You know what I forgot? Let's go ahead and go back inside. Gotta turn these off. I don't like. You remember how I said, okay, I did hit strobe off. Ah, I don't know how I remember to do that. Alright, I'm learning. I am learning. Everyone. Let's head out to the runway and see if we can catch a few more landings here before we go into the replay. I'm gonna see if I can catch XP's landing. Well, that trip is a waste of my time, but it is what it is. The company says they need me to do that, so that is what I will do. I can literally speed up the drone. Let's camera, drone speed, bump you up. Bloop. There you go. Instantaneous teleportation. There we go. Should do it this way so we can see like the Manhattan in the background. Should I do it like that? Oh, here comes Southwest. Yeah. Don't smash it on. Don't smash it on. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. He got that butter. He got that butter. There's Manhattan in the background. Absolutely beautiful view. Absolutely beautiful. Nathan, thank you for the comment. Thanks for the butter. Get that butter. Yeah. Yeah. LaGuardia can be hard to get a good landing in, especially with the winds the way they are right now. They're pretty stiff.
Southwest 1984, LaGuardia ground taxi to the
Move
ramp.
back.
Bravo,
All right.
Echo Alpha.
Back up. Who's
Bravo,
next?
Echo Alpha to the ramp,
Next,
Southwest
next victim.
1984.
Yeah, LaGuardia can be hard simply because it's you get a short runway, gusty winds. You're kind of fighting a lot going into LaGuardia. But Southwest, he somehow found that butter. Got it going. XP is next up, man. Is it? Oh, XP, you look high. XP, you look real high. Are you going around, brother? I think you might be going around. Please don't dive bomb it in. Please do not dive bomb it in. You are so high. Yep, that looks like a go around. XP doing the go around there. I don't know why it's not showing an MD-80, but that's he's in an MD-80. There's XP right there. Going around. See ya. Oh man. It'll be a minute before he comes back around. Let's swing back around. Let's see. Next victim. Next victim. Let's see. We'll tilt you up a little bit. There we go. Alright. Looks like everyone's been spacing themselves out pretty well on the arrivals here. No one's like cramming themselves in, trying to make it super tight for the next person. So that's always really good. It'd be really nice if a perch was on because everyone would be set up for success. Sitting right out here on whatever this is. Looks like some sort of pier. Don't know why that's there, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get this last landing in and then we'll go into the replay. Take a look at that. This guy looks like he's set up for success. He is in greaser mode. Greaser mode engaged. Oh, he is trying hard to get that greaser. He's coming in low. Floated out just a little bit. Oh, smash it right onto the numbers. That's the way to do it, though. That's a typical LaGuardia landing right there. You don't get all the runway in the world to mess around and be floating around. Oh, yeah. Get her down, get her stopped, get off the runway.
16 is short of Alpha Alpha, ready for taxi.
Spirit Wings 816, runway 13, taxi via Alpha Alpha Papa.
Alpha Alpha Papa, runway 13, Spirit 816.
Alright, alright, alright. So I'll move my camera back. Let's go back and get the replay going. You got JetBlue and Spirit there. Spirit going out to runway 13, I think. JetBlue just landed, waiting to contact ground for his clearance into the ramp. And there I am, right there. Not all the way connected, but that's okay. Alright, muy bien. Let's go up front. Let's disconnect from the network. We'll go ahead and disconnect into you. And we'll go back and get this, put this into a ready state. Alrighty, so let's go states. A day. Activate. There's that. So that is ready to go. Let's go ahead and open the replay tool. Load. That seems like a logical one. Engines are on. There we go. I'll keep the parking brake on until we get into the air. Let's turn the auto thrust on. And let's go ahead and load our replay scenario. And we'll start playing.
Terrain ahead.
There we go. So there we go. There's almost all of Manhattan right there. I will hit the, everything is slowly starting to load in. Hit the play button. Let's see what we got. There we go. Turn the sim volumes up so you can hear all of the simmy goodness. I just love the way the Fenix looks. Over the numbers, rounded it out. There's 1,000 footers. Floated it a little bit, but we still made it in a touchdown zone. Oh, straight butter. A little bit of wig wag there from the crosswind, but overall really good. Let's get the front running the same side. See a few ships in the river there. There's Rikers. It makes you feel confident. Rikers right beside a major airport. There's 1,000 footers again. A little bit of floaty, but we got her down. Still within the touchdown zone. And that's one of the reasons you use auto brakes medium here. Let's look at that again. Let's see Yeah, let's go this side. Let's go this side. We'll bring her back just a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna try to keep the replay super long. It's crazy, even though I keep clicking off the screen to activate the replays. Oh, so good. Even though I keep clicking off the screen, the frames still aren't bad. I'm still getting, without the, let's check. Without frame gen, I'm getting 30 frames a second. I'm getting 30 frames a second without frame gen, and that's native 4K. I turn the frame gen on, as you guys can see, it immediately pumps up to about 60 frames a second. Oh, there we go. Look at there. Alright, let's get an outside view. I'm gonna go. Let's do this view. Shall we? I'll bring you backwards. But let's go. So can I get Manhattan in the background? Can I get Manhattan in the background? There we go. There's your shot right there. Oh, look at there. It just settled very nicely onto the runway. I had a little slightly off center line, which is why you see that burble right there as I correct back on the center line. Always striving to just keep that center line. I'm still figuring out my rudders here. I got it set up pretty linearly. Let's see. So they're very sensitive. My rudders are very sensitive. But I like it better than having the rudder dampening system on or whatever it is. Alright, so let's see. Oop, not you. Alright. We'll put myself in the same spot I was watching everybody else at. So let's go up here. Camera. We want to go into follow mode. Let me increase my speed a lot bit. There we go. Right where everyone else was. Right on the water. This is where I was watching everyone else. Sweet down. Let's see. Alright. Oh boy, look at there. Wow. Is that me, or did that seem to go by twice as fast? Did I play that, I don't know, like super fast mode? At any rate, let's go back. Let's roll the track back one more time. Oop, where'd I go? I have no clue. I have no clue. I lost me. Don't know how, but I did it. So, just go like that. Oh, there I am. There I am. Let's roll the track back one more time. You know what view it is. It's time to get up close and personal. Get that just over the nose view. There we go. There's our money shot right there. We get a nice, beautiful approach into New York's LaGuardia. XP finally made it down. He just not made it in. I just checked the stream. He just made it down. We got beautiful Manhattan off to our right there. You got Queens, New York, and Brooklyn right in front of us. What a beautiful sight this is. All the glory of Microsoft Flight Simulator right here. It's been a great stream, great having you guys out with me tonight. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining XP. Really look forward to the next stream. I got called out to work for tomorrow, so you probably won't see me on for a few days. Keep up with my Train Like a Real Pilot series. Everyone stay safe, stay well until the next video. Great Eagle, I'm out.